Hey guys, today I'm going to teach you my take on that super soft classic smoky eye that can take you from day to night. So whether out to brunch with the girls or a day at the office, this sultry eye look is guaranteed to take you well beyond happy hour. So if you want to learn how to go from this to this, then just keep on watching. So for today's look, I'm going to be using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. Please pardon the mess, this palette has been very loved. As you can see, they come in 3 sections of colors. I have my neutrals, my cool tones, and my warm tones. I tend to gravitate towards the warm tones. I think they really brighten up the eye and really smooth out the face. What's really cool about this product is it also comes in a travel size, so it's super convenient for those on the go. So we're going to begin this look by picking up my Y15 brush by Morphe. It is a dual fiber brush and it really allows for you to blend out that transition crease shade really effortlessly. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to reach for this pan right over here. This is our light orange. It's going to be on the warm side of the palette. And go right into my crease and start blending that out. I'm going to use windshield wiper motions to really get that in there. I want my transition shade to be super blended and very soft. That's why I'm using this dual fiber brush. And a little trick, if you have hooded eyes, go ahead and place your transition shade slightly above your natural crease. It'll create a shadow-like illusion that your lids are actually a lot larger. Once that is all blended, we can go in with our next shade. So for this, I'm going to use my Morphe M433. It's going to be a little more fluffy and it's not going to be a dual fiber brush. I'm going to dip into this earthy red over here, and I'm going to link all the names down below, but they have rubbed off on the back of this palette. So I'm going to place this slightly under that transition shade. And I'm going to start out by placing this in my outer V and swirling that around in there, making sure I'm dispersing that product all along that outer V. Then I'm going to start to create a backwards C. Really carve out that outer V. And then I'm going to start blending that into the crease. And now I'm going to keep this look lighter for right now, but you are welcome to continue to build that color up. It's super pretty. Go ahead and do the same on the other side. Okay. Now I'm going to go back in with that dual fiber Morphe Y15 brush, and I'm just going to lightly blend out everything we just did. Alright. Next I'm going to be taking a denser brush. This is the Morphe M519 brush. And I'm going to dip into this warm brown right here. It's right next to that earthy red. And I'm going to concentrate this just on the lid. I don't want to get it anywhere near the crease at first, because I just want a tiny bit left on my brush to blend into that crease. I don't want too much color. So concentrating on darkening the outer corner of the eyes is really important because it extends the look of your eyes and elongates them. So you'll have that super sexy, smoky look. Now I'm going to go ahead and blend that into the rest of the colors on my crease. Okay. Next I'm going to go in with this Sigma brush. I am not sure the numbers they have smudged off, but I will link it into the bottom bar. I'm going to go in with this white over here. This is like one of my favorite colors to put along my brow bone. But first I'm going to put this on the lid where there is no color currently, okay? So I'm just going to lightly place this along for a little bit of highlighting. Sorry, I have to watch myself do this part. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my brow bone. I love this white. It's probably one of my favorites. I think it really lifts the brow and gives it that illusion that you have a very lifted forehead, brow. Okay, so if it were the daytime, you could just throw on some mascara, maybe a little bit of eyeliner, and you'd be good to go. But I'm going to go ahead and take this up a notch and bring it into the nighttime look. So by doing that, I am going to grab my Morphe M519 brush, which is that compact brush that we used for that warm brown, and I'm going to dip into the black. It's going to be right next to that white. Now I'm going to concentrate this just on the lid. I want to keep this super low because I don't want to get any in my crease. If I do, it's going to give you that black eye look. So I'm going to have to watch myself do it. So I'm going to place that in my crease, just how I did with the other ones. And this is where it's really important to start with a little product and just build it up, rather than throwing it all on at once. It's really hard to blend out. So I'm going to go ahead and do 2 coats of that. And then just to finish off the eyeshadow, I'm going to go back in with my Morphe Y15 and just kind of clean up all the edges. Perfect. So now I'm going to go ahead with my CoverGirl liquid eyeliner, and I'm going to give myself a little cat eye. And then I'm going to use a kohl pencil to line my upper and lower water lines. And I'm going to put on some false eyelashes. I am going to be using the Ardell Faux Mink Wisipies. I love these. I'm going to go ahead and cut these off camera and throw them on my eyes, so I will be right back. I'm now going to go back in with that Sigma brush that I used to highlight my brow bone. Again, I will link that down below, and I'm going to dip back into that light orange that we used at the beginning, and I'm just going to blow out my lower lash line. I'm then going to go in with that earthy red, and I'm going to focus that on the outer part of my lower lash line. Really focus on blending those out. And then lastly, I'm going to go in with that black And again, focus that on the outer portion of the lower lash line. Make sure to tap the brush several times before putting it directly under your eye because you might get a lot of fallout. These are super pigmented shadows. And then I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline Lash Sensational. This has been one of my favorite drugstore mascaras for a while now. And I'm just gonna coat my bottom lashes. I like to go underneath those lashes as well. I think it really separates and elongates them. And that is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this super smoky classic eye look. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, please let me know down below. Please give my video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. It was great to see you. See you next time.